Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today, taking a look at the Bitcoin markets, the charts, the news. We're going over it all today, taking a look at the CNBC article here. Bitcoin right now is hovering at about $50,000, still trying to recover after its recent sell-off, touching all the way down into the mid $40,000 area, but holding nice support above our 21 EMA on the weekly. We'll take a look at the charts here in a second. But let's go ahead and dive on into this. Goldman Sachs banker quits after making millions on cryptocurrency, and lo and behold, what cryptocurrency do you think that is? Before we start the video, comment down below, let me know what cryptocurrency you think that is, and we're going to take a look at the article here in a second. So let's go ahead and cue that intro and get started. Alright folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated each and every single video that we make on this channel each and every single day. And don't forget, we have our private trading group page available to you if you want to join. Make sure to check the links in the description box below. If you do join our private trading group, you want to make sure that you have a Discord username. We post all of our updates in Discord now. We just use Patreon as a payment processor. So with that being said, folks, let's take a look and see what coin it is. Azu Malcone, a Goldman Sachs executive in London, quit the bank after making a fortune on cryptocurrency. Malcone made millions from a bet on a digital currency, Ether. Three former Goldman employees told CNBC. Goldman Sachs confirmed McCoy's departure, but declined to comment on anything further. And I think Goldman Sachs was one of the ones that also had said if any of their employees get into Bitcoin or something like that. I could be wrong. Maybe that was JP Morgan. I think it was JP Morgan actually that said if any of their employees get into crypto, they're going to be fired, this and that. But it looks like this person of Goldman Sachs had the right idea. The Goldman Sachs executive has resigned after earning a fortune from cryptocurrency investment, according to the industry sources. Mahone, Goldman's managing director and head of emerging market sales in London, quit after making millions of pounds from a bet on the digital currency Ether. Three former employees at the investment bank told CNBC. The former employees, who all know McCoy personally, preferred to remain anonymous due to the sensitive nature of the discussions. Mahone is believed to have cashed in at least $14 million worth of cryptocurrency, the sources said. Earlier reports of eFinancial Careers and Guardian had said McCone had left Goldman after making money from Dogecoin. Yeah, seeing Dogecoin millionaires, man. I had just posted a meme on my Twitter too as well. Super funny Dogecoin meme. But yeah, Dogecoin just made a lot of people millionaires when it pumped all the way up to that 70-cent level too. And then Ether now kind of moving back up to the $40,000 area too as well. It is possible Mahone may have been some holdings in Dogecoin too. He is thought to have now set up his own hedge fund, eFinancial Careers reported. When approached by CNBC, Goldman Sachs confirmed McCone's departure but declined to comment any further. McCone was not immediately available for comment when contacted by CNBC via LinkedIn. Ether, the digital asset McCone is said to have invested in, has risen more than 400% since the start of 2021, created some 6 years after Bitcoin. Ether is based on different technology known as Ethereum. Ether and Ethereum are often used interchangeably to describe the currency. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have fluctuated widely lately. On Wednesday, the entire market shed as much as $365 billion after a tweet of Elon Musk that said his electric car firm Tesla would stop accepting payments in Bitcoin due to the environmental concerns of the cryptocurrency. Musk favored crypto in Dogecoin, a token that started out as a joke in 2013, inspired by the meme Doge, which features a Shiba Inu dog and cartoon-style text. Dogecoin was intended by its creators as a fun alternative to Dogecoin. It's since gained a growing community online and is now the fourth largest digital currency asset by market value and coin market cap. While advocates like to call it the people's crypto, investors warn Doge is a sign of froth building up in the crypto market. Yeah, and I think you're just starting to see people blindly invest in certain things too as well, and that definitely indicates that possibly people just aren't doing their research. They're thinking they can make a quick buck on certain projects too as well. And I'm not saying Doge is a bad project, but the fundamentals behind it just don't quite add up. It's being pumped by Elon Musk, and hey, it might be worth having a little bit of some in your portfolio. But obviously, nothing that we mention here on this channel is financial advice. Please make sure to do your own research before you invest in any market. So, yeah, a very interesting article there that the Goldman Sachs person ended up resigning after making millions in crypto. And isn't that the goal for all of us folks, is to just be here, be able to make ends meet, and maybe be able to retire early? That would be relatively nice. So, I think we still have a lot of things coming down the pipeline when it comes to our financial system, the economy, and to see these markets do what they're going to do for us. But let's just kind of hold our steadiness as of right now. Let's jump on over into the charts and see where things are at sitting with Bitcoin right now. All right, so looking here at the daily, folks, let's see, Bitcoin's price right now sitting at about $50,000. So we are seeing still some sideways action as of right now. We did get a break below our purple trend line here on the daily chart, and this is where we saw the kind of sell-off that you can see here. If we continue to possibly zoom in here, we can also take a look at Market Cipher. We've been seeing this money flow start to round off too as well. The volume is definitely starting to level out, maybe even move into that reddish area too as well. Possibly a green dot incoming here on the daily chart, which would give us possibly a bullish divergence too as well, if we are to see a green dot here that actually closes above our last green dot. Then it would probably signify a bullish divergence. You can see that we did wick down below our previous wick level. So yeah, that would be a nice little bullish divergence for us to maybe consider if that is to happen. What we want to look for support is possibly avoiding this death cross here on the daily chart too as well. But as you can see, $60,000 has definitely been a nice resistance for us. We've steadily been trying to test it, and we've been getting rejected. And you can kind of see how we're starting to make these kind of rounded rainbow pattern here, like headed somewhere down, kind of like that too as well. But I still think that we might have some juice left in the trunk for us to probably continue up a little bit higher. We're just gonna have to be patient with the markets as of right now. As most of you know, we've been looking at our hash ribbons indicator too as well, waiting for this to give us a buy signal. And you can see that the hash ribbons are still starting to recover, giving us that lime green circle there too as well. But you're going to see these price fluctuations happen, especially when we're in that capitulation phase with the hash ribbons. Usually price volatility is all over the place when we're in our capitulation phase, and we're still in that capitulation phase according to the hash ribbons indicator. So I think the price volatility is going to be inevitable. If we do end up getting this bullish divergence here on the daily, then yeah, we're probably going to get another spike back up to possibly $58,000 or so, and then we'll have to see what's going to happen from there. Let's kind of zoom in here, take a look at the 6-hour chart here. 6-hour chart also giving us a nice green dot down here on Market Cipher. So we have our big green dot that is signaling for us. Money flow still kind of stagnant as of right now, just kind of hovering around that zero pivot point. Not much to be said here. I do want to kind of keep a broader eye that's on our higher time frames here. Looking at the 2-hour, you can still see how this has kind of been rounding off at the top as well. If we do come down a little bit lower, possibly the 100 EMA, but our weekly chart is really showing us that we're finding support at the 21 weekly moving average. And this 21 weekly moving average is a big indicator for our previous bull runs to find support at. The fact that we did actually get a test down at it, definitely feels for me that this is a normal move to the downside for our bull markets too as well, and that we usually have bounces off of this. So let's just kind of take it back to show you what 2017 has done with our previous bull market, and the 21 EMA holding support for us too as well. You can see here we've had our 21 EMA tested, and this was also the 21 EMA tested. Never closed below the 21 EMA during 2017 at all. We did come back down to retest it a couple times, but never closed below it, folks. I believe we tested it at least like four times during our previous bull market of 2017, and it looks like we just got our first retest on the 21 EMA. We got red candles too as well, but now we're just waiting to see if we're going to continue out sideways, possibly from here on out. I do believe that we'll probably end up finding support above $50,000 or so, but we could see those price fluctuations happen for us. We just need to remain patient. The fact that we're in a capitulation phase during a bull market is also a key indicator to me that once we get that buy signal on our hash ribbons, folks, the show is on the road. And I'm looking back here right now, back at 2017 in our previous bull market on the weekly chart too, and we also got that same capitulation phase that happened here too as well, back in 2017, and we came back down to retest the 21 EMA. This is it right here, and if we continue to kind of zoom out here, you can see that we had that same capitulation phase. Our candles turned red on us. We came back down to retest the 21 EMA. We had a huge wick to the downside, and then we had our buy signal after that, and we were well on our way, continuing further up. So I definitely think that this is probably just a nice little scare. Candle wicks to the downside to clear out all those longs, and then we're probably more than likely going to be well on our way past 60,000, higher up, maybe even the $80,000, $90,000 area, and a possibility that we end up testing $100,000. That's very well in the works too as well. But just getting a broader perspective and staying calm about this, folks. I know a lot of people are freaking out. They think that the bear market is approaching, and they need to really just kind of zoom out here on this weekly chart to really get a broader perspective of what's coming down the pipeline. Our hash ribbons are definitely recovering, folks. Money flow on our weekly chart is still looking relatively thick. Even if we kind of zoomed in here on our 3-day chart, one thing that I did notice on our 3-day chart is our money flow still looks really good, and even our 2-day chart during our past 2017 bull market rally, our money flow on our 2-day chart also started to come back down to retest that zero pivot point, and then it had a recovery. So I think that more than likely we'll probably get those same mountain wave patterns happening here. We'll find support on our zero pivot point with the money flow on our 2-day, and then we'll probably just continue up further from there. So the 2-day does look like it's a little bit bearish as of right now. We still have a movement to the downside here on our 2-day, but let's see what happens here if we are going to get that support with our money flow on the zero pivot point. And then when in doubt, zoom out, and that's that's really a key indication, folks. When in doubt, zoom out. That's a well said quote that a lot of traders use too as well. And looking at the weekly chart, I don't think we have much to be worried about. I think that this is just a great time to continue to dollar cost average into this market, because I think that once the show is on the road, and once we get those buy signals with the hash ribbons, it's game. It's past $60,000 and possibly not even wanting to turn back, but we'll see what happens, and we'll keep you posted on it, folks. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if y'all want to stay updated. Check the links in the description box below if you want to pick up some of the paid for indicators that we use, such as Market Cipher. And then also don't forget, we have our private trading group page. If you want to learn about some of our alts that we're steadily accumulating, you can check us out through the Patreon link. And make sure that you have a Discord username. We just use Patreon as a payment processor. So with that being said, folks, I'll see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.